Hello everyone, this is Zach from WCT. So today, this short video here, I would like to share some of the stocks that I think building very nice chart patterns. Okay, based on the weekly chart, I think a few of the videos we do talk about that as well, especially like Genting Malaysia, AirAsia, SPCT Eco as well. They are building a very nice accumulation, reaccumulation in the weekly charts, right? So probably you would like to highlight a few things. I think, like I said, especially those that are building a very nice reaccumulation counters, they actually started, okay, or maybe slowly, turning to green Pentagon, and they are retesting back to the green Pentagon's areas. Okay, now one of the example is Inari based on the weekly charts over here, and probably I would like to share with you a few of the things that you want to take notes to. Okay, I think the basic things still apply, right, for some of the things that we have go through previously. Like for example, you look into the daily chart, whether the price cross below 2040s, and you must expect some period of reaccumulations, right? So of course, when we look into weekly, we are looking into long term, mid to long term, something that 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the road. So if you look into this chart itself, Inari, again, I think the basic things still apply, right? So if you realize, remember that during the training, I do mention that whenever the price cross 2040s, doesn't matter it's daily, weekly, or hourly, the trend at the time frame will be weakening. Okay, in this case over here, weekly chart, if you realize they actually is having some sort of like a weakening in terms of trend when they break 2040s, and they need a period of time, okay, to do a group of reaccumulation or accumulations again. Now, again, depending on the time frame, if you look into our chart is short term, you look into the chart probably is mid term. If you look into the weekly chart is long term, right? So if you look into current setups over here, okay, let me zoom in because we're going to focus what happening right now. If you realize the reaccumulation in this period here, it doesn't really cross below the 2040s, right? So because of course, if you ask me the daily chart, it crossed because again the time frame issue, right? So at the moment, I think probably this period here probably is shorter. Okay, definitely shorter compared to this period over here. Again, this period because it break below 2040 and the overtrend is weakening. So by looking into this period here, again, we want to study the green pentagon. I think for weekly chart, it's very important for you to understand well the pentagon's signals, okay? Because you want to ensure that the pentagon that you are trading is come with sound strength or better sound strength. Okay, again, first of all, basic things still apply. Background, uptrend, 2040s, right? There's no major weaknesses. Now, few things that actually can use in the green pentagon. Remember that in the previous video I do talk about green pentagon is a sign of strength, SOS, right? So whenever price tested well, okay, or maybe sometimes it dropped a little bit lower due to the weak market and it crossed back, so it's a good type of sign of strength with a shakeout, right? So in this case, the Inari, if you notice, they actually tested well over here, volume getting lower, and subsequently heading to resistance. Now, similar one with the red pentagons. So once red pentagon, example here, red pentagon is a sign of weakness. Whenever you see red pentagon, price will going down or maybe weakening. Now, if let's say the price able to cross, especially when the volume is high, in the case here is exactly the green pentagon there, it means that the buyer is controlling currently. The seller has been gone or maybe have been removed and the buyer is coming back, right? So hopefully you understand, okay, how to read the red and green pentagons. This is something how we use for the shakeout too, right? Hopefully our members just remember. So please start one for me if you understand this. Okay, please start one for me at the comments below. Type 2 if you're confused. Okay, like I said, members, if you need any helps, if you need any further information regarding certain things, let me know so I can include in the weekly trainings. Okay, now again, this video here is not to ask you to buy or sell some things, but just to have an educational purpose, okay, based on VSA, and just want to share with you how usually I do, okay, for my own trades. Okay, if let's say I want to base on weekly. So again, WCT, I think previous video also I do share about it. Okay, green pentagon still is there. I thought this week it going to hit and fill, but so far today is Thursday, right? So it seems like it springs back up, right, from the red, green pentagons. Okay, so again, green pentagons. Okay, we use the same things. Okay, you check yourself on the daily charts. So green pentagon, volume is pretty good. I think okay, is high, increasing. And if you realize this is the red pentagons, right? Again, red pentagon usually it makes the trend weakening. Okay, if not go lower. So in this case, if you realize the price actually crossed with high volumes, right? This is the pretty good high volume bar on the week. And this buy is actually already informed you that okay, the buyer is overcoming the sellers because they're actually crossing back with high volumes. Okay, and of course, past 2 weeks ago, it actually turns to green Pentagon, right? So WCT is one of them. Now this one haven't confirmed yet, but so far, by the time I'm doing this video here, today is Thursday around 11 a.m. Is turning to green Pentagons. Okay, and it's the very first green Pentagon, I think, previously because of the volume, so it doesn't really detect the green Pentagon. But this week, hopefully, it close well, okay, with the green Pentagon. So when it cross, you know what you should do. Look for something like Inari and WCT. Sometimes, after green Pentagons, if overall is still in a big reaccumulation, it will test a little bit lower, okay, and subsequently heading to the resistance, right? Now, UWC is another one. I think I showed also during the live Facebook session. And it kind of similar like all these red tech counters, right? So again, green Pentagons. Red Pentagon is still there, okay, so be careful. So you'll notice here this green Pentagon here come with high volume. So for short-term trader, what you do is that maybe when the price hit here, careful, looking into the daily chart again. Is there any UT? Okay, if UT, probably is the time for you to maybe take a quick profit. Maybe sometimes you will make another pullbacks before it hits towards the resistance again. Now, chart like WCT and Inari, for example, I showed just now, it's pretty good because the green pentagon actually crossed the red pentagons. Okay, so immediately you know that the buyer is in control immediately. So in this case here, probably it's a bit tricky because the red pentagon is still on the top there, right? So you can use that as serve as your resistance as well. Right, so hopefully this video here helped you a little bit to understand how you use the green pentagon or pentagon. You can use it in any time frame, okay, but I found it best if you can if you're looking for mid to long term, you use it in the weekly charts there. Right, so with this, thank you for watching this video. Okay, so like I said, if you have anything that probably need me to go into more detail, just let me know by comments below. And do remember to subscribe to this channel here, click the like buttons for me if you found this video here useful for you. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.